Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today's conversation is not about dieting, punishment, or giving up everything you enjoy. This video is about understanding what sugar actually does inside the body, and what begins to happen when you reduce or remove it. Most people already know that sugar can lead to weight gain, diabetes, and tooth decay. That information is everywhere. What is not talked about enough is how deeply sugar affects nearly every system in your body, often without obvious symptoms. Many people live for years with fatigue, brain fog, inflammation, poor sleep, cravings, and unstable energy levels without realizing that sugar plays a central role. Even people who appear healthy on the outside can be experiencing internal damage driven by excess sugar. This video is educational and meant to help you understand your body better. It is not medical advice, and you should always consult your healthcare provider before making major dietary changes. Let's begin with one of the most overlooked organs affected by sugar, the liver. When most people think of liver damage, they think of alcohol. But today, excess sugar, especially fructose, is one of the leading causes of liver stress worldwide. Fructose is processed almost entirely by the liver. Unlike glucose, which can be used by nearly every cell in the body, fructose has very limited destinations. When large amounts are consumed regularly through sweetened drinks, juices, pastries, sauces, and packaged foods, the liver is forced to convert much of it into fat. Over time, this leads to fat accumulation inside liver cells, a condition known as non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. What makes this particularly dangerous is that it can occur even in people who are not overweight. Many individuals have fatty liver without knowing it because symptoms are often silent. When added sugar is reduced, the liver begins to offload stored fat, insulin sensitivity improves, and triglyceride levels decrease. The liver has an incredible ability to heal when it is no longer overwhelmed. As liver function improves, another important change happens quietly throughout the body. Inflammation begins to decrease. Chronic inflammation is not always painful or obvious. It often exists at a low level, slowly damaging tissues and contributing to long-term disease. Sugar promotes inflammation by increasing inflammatory signaling molecules, triggering oxidative stress, and disrupting immune balance. This inflammation is linked to conditions such as diabetes, heart disease, joint pain, autoimmune disorders, and even depression. When sugar intake is reduced, inflammatory markers often decline. Many people notice that they feel less swollen, less stiff, and less uncomfortable overall. Some describe it as feeling lighter or clearer without being able to pinpoint exactly why. Another unexpected shift happens in the mouth and brain when sugar is removed. Taste perception begins to change. Sugar overstimulates taste receptors, dulling sensitivity over time. This is why natural foods can start to taste bland and why cravings for intense sweetness grow stronger. When added sugar is removed for a few weeks, taste receptors regenerate. Foods that once seemed plain begin to taste naturally sweet and satisfying. Fruits become more flavorful. Nuts and vegetables develop richer taste. Highly sweetened foods may even taste unpleasant. This change often leads to a more natural appetite regulation without conscious restriction. One of the biggest fears people have about cutting sugar is cravings. Many believe that removing sugar will make cravings stronger and harder to control. In reality, sugar drives cravings by hijacking dopamine pathways in the brain. Each sugar spike triggers a reward response, reinforcing the desire for more. Over time, this creates a cycle of craving, indulgence, crash, and guilt. When sugar is removed, dopamine receptors slowly regain sensitivity. Hunger signals normalize. Emotional eating weakens. The first days or weeks can be challenging, but once the brain chemistry stabilizes, cravings often decrease significantly. Many people report feeling free from constant thoughts about food for the first time. Sleep is another area where sugar has a profound but underappreciated impact. High sugar intake disrupts sleep by interfering with melatonin production and causing nighttime blood sugar crashes. These crashes trigger stress hormones like cortisol, which can wake you suddenly in the early morning hours. Reducing sugar often leads to deeper, more restorative sleep. People fall asleep more easily, wake less frequently, and feel more refreshed in the morning. Since sleep is essential for healing, this improvement has ripple effects throughout the body. Skin health is also closely tied to sugar intake. Sugar accelerates skin aging through a process called glycation. Glycation damages collagen and elastin, the proteins responsible for skin firmness and elasticity. Over time, this contributes to wrinkles, sagging, and dullness. Sugar also worsens acne and inflammatory skin conditions. When sugar intake drops, many people notice clearer skin, improved texture, and slower visible aging. These changes reflect deeper improvements at the cellular level. Inside the digestive system, sugar has a powerful influence on gut bacteria. Excess sugar feeds harmful microbes and yeast while crowding out beneficial bacteria. This imbalance can lead to bloating, gas, poor digestion, weakened immunity, and even mood disturbances. When sugar is reduced, beneficial bacteria regain balance. The gut lining strengthens, nutrient absorption improves, and communication between the gut and brain becomes healthier. This is important because the gut plays a major role in immune function and mental health. Energy levels are another major area of change. Sugar creates quick bursts of energy followed by crashes. This cycle keeps people dependent on snacks, caffeine, and constant stimulation. When sugar is reduced, blood sugar stabilizes. The body becomes better at using stored fat and complex carbohydrates for fuel. Energy becomes steady rather than spiking and crashing. Many people report no longer needing frequent snacks and feeling mentally and physically stable throughout the day. Perhaps one of the most important long-term benefits of cutting sugar is improved insulin sensitivity. Insulin resistance often develops silently for years before diabetes is diagnosed. It can occur in people of any body size. Reducing sugar lowers the demand on insulin, giving cells a chance to respond properly again. This reduces stress on the pancreas and lowers the risk of future metabolic disease. This is prevention at its most powerful stage. Mental clarity and emotional stability often improve as well. Sugar contributes to brain inflammation and neurotransmitter imbalance. Blood sugar swings affect mood, focus, and memory. When sugar intake stabilizes, the brain receives consistent fuel. Many people experience improved concentration, calmer mood, reduced anxiety, and clearer thinking. This mental shift can be one of the most life-changing benefits. It is important to clarify that cutting sugar does not mean eliminating all carbohydrates or fearing fruit. Whole foods behave differently in the body because they contain fiber, antioxidants, and nutrients that slow sugar absorption and protect cells. The real issue is added and hidden sugar found in soft drinks, sweetened beverages, packaged snacks, sauces, and processed foods. If you're considering reducing sugar, start with simple steps. Remove sugary drinks. Read food labels. Pair carbohydrates with protein and fiber. Choose whole foods most of the time. Small changes create powerful results over time. Cutting sugar is not about restriction. It is about allowing your body to return to balance and function the way it was designed to. If you found this video helpful, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who needs this information. Leave a comment below and tell us which sugar habit you plan to reduce first. And if you want more in-depth videos on metabolic health, diabetes prevention, and evidence-based nutrition, visit our YouTube channel.